piss bottles back with somebody else's piss in it.
Right, on that note, we are now live.
Oh.
I won't show you the piss bottles then.
No, don't.
I need 2 minutes, so carry on without me.
Yeah, no, it's but
You
Knocking
don't
one
drink
out.
sorrow. You don't drink sorrow. So I don't need to say. Just be careful which bottle you pick up to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got apple juice in this one, and possibly apple juice in that one, but maybe not.
Or it's like the Black Widow, that Black Widow episode with Tom Baker going, I've been drinking my own piss for the last 4 weeks.
well, you know, it's a source of fluid if you need it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's kick off. So, last session. What happened?
I wasn't there, so what happened?
Last week. So, last week, you headed down to the planet of, can anybody remember the planet? It was Pagaton, where you basically met Mercedes. Mercedes
drove us around the bends.
She drove you round the bends. So Mercedes was the original owner of the Ghana, was a friend and knew Bernadetta very well. She was sad to learn of Bernadetta's passing, confused as to why, you know, as to your description of how she died. Some kind of farming accident inside a warehouse, I believe you described it.
Yes.
Something like that.
Anyway, so she
I think we don't describe that now. I think that's your job, Zed. You can make that bullshit up for us because we're just... Yeah.
I know. She listened to what you had to talk, specifically about Omnicom Division potentially coming to find her, Vlen sending you to kind of warn her. And at that point, she kind of mentioned that, you know, she felt it was time for her then to leave the planet, but to also mention that she would then go to Twilight Peak, and she asked if you would be able to take her to Twilight Peak. She gave you the directions and the instructions to get to Twilight Peak, namely the location is in a particular, outside a particular set of tall, rugged mountains near a impact crater on the planet of Lydia. As she was kind of talking about this, they discovered that the Glisten Pearl arrived in orbit and had sent down... Oh, hang on a minute. Back in a sec.
I think Zed was a bit miffed last session because we avoided his ambush.
Yes.
Seems fair.
Which was nicely done. I think that was down to your talking, to be fair, which is quite nice.
It was parcel people delivering to the wrong house.
No, it was Ozzy's fantastic survival skills and my flying skills.
Yeah. Where was I? Yes. So you watched as this launch came down, and instead of heading for the downpour, it came straight for where you were in the at the town. Because you identified the ship as a Glisten Pearl, and you kind of mentioned that to Mercedes. She told you that the Glisten Pearl was actually an Omicron Division vessel. And then a few things clicked, like, were we actually on board an Omicron Division vessel all this time? The answer to that was yes. At which point she decided that it was best to get out of Dodge. And doing so, she started up her train. So she did have a train in her maintenance yard. That mentioned that she would then... Oh, Mehdi, I've got feedback then.
It's all right now because I put my phone and it's like, oops, volume off.
Yeah. She was... Yeah, so she was setting off to the train. She was going to kind of leave the brain's not working. Leave the location and head to a mountain just outside of town where she told you that she had a ship waiting. and that she would eventually meet you at Twilight Peak. Before she left, she gave you a gem, sort of a purplish coloured gem that you have not seen before. She told you that that would get you into Twilight's Peak. With that, you took your grav car back. You left the town as just in time as the Omnicom Division soldiers arrived in their launch. You were able to get back to your ship and leave the system pretty much undetected.
No, I mean, they detected us and they asked us to heave to, and I told them
That was the freeze conversation.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
You can check when we get to Bliston.
That's right. Yes, you said. Oh, that's right. Yes, and you also put out some feelers to try and throw people off, so that they thought you were going one way, but you were going to go a different route.
Yes, we tried to make them think we were going to Melior, and I told them
Was it Melior?
once we're back in Imperial space, I'm sure the Empire can check in on us. Go smoke your own.
And as you realise that the way news travels in the Empire is not sublight speed, light speed through jump gates and stuff like that. It requires taking physical cartridges and discs containing news from point A to point B. And so it would be at least a week before anybody realised you didn't go to Melior in the first place.
Yeah, we stopped short of charging them money to deliver their own message.
You did, yeah.
But we also used the name of our other ship as well. So even then, they wouldn't know which. They check up on the wrong ship anyway.
Exactly.
And so you...
Can we just not get carrier pigeons and let them loose in the cargo hold?
Yeah, we can do that. But then as an Aslan, wouldn't you eat a carrier pigeon or two?
No. Well, no. What you do is you put them in the airlock and let them outside and watch them go pop, pop, pop.
Anybody would eat a carrier pigeon. So we left it last week that you'd flown from Pagaton over to Lydia. There was a lot of discussion about how you were going to fuel the ship. And in the end, you settled for going to one of the giants, gas giants in Pagaton, fueling up the ship, and then jumping after spending an extra day to refine the fuel. So, let us pick up with you arriving into the Lydia system.
Did we get any study weeks or anything, by the way?
Yeah, because you just jumped, so you'll have got another study week.
So just to check, what are we?
You'd have had one. So where were you? You were up in Aki, weren't you? So you'd have flown from Akai.
I've got us
we're
on
on 29 now.
29 study periods is what you were up to. Yeah,
I just all checked on mine as well.
Okay, so it's adding one up.
Yeah. Okay, Lydia. Lydia is a pretty poor system from memory. Let me just find it. It is.
We are sworn to carry our burdens.
Yes, Lydia is it does have a starport. The starport is a frontier starport, so it's a Class E system. What's up?
You got that then, did you, Joe?
Oh, fuck yes.
No surface water, tidally locked, trace atmosphere. It is a very kind of pretty much a poor system, self-perpetuating oligarchy, tens of thousands. There is no prohibition, and the tech level on the planet surface is 7 for the colonists.
Yeah. They only knew that around the corner there was something that was probably higher than 12.
Yeah, double that probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tech level 7, what's that?
Tech level 7
roughly.
is
Pretty low, isn't it?
It's definitely pre-space. Level 7.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Trying to find me Traveller core book.
Tech level 7 is pre-space. That's kind of about 30 years ago.
Tech level.
Would be about right because the people on this planet have been abandoned, haven't they?
Yes,
Pretty
the
much.
system. They have regressed. Yes. Huh.
I mean, I'm sure there's bits of higher tech level, but the general tech level, right?
General tech level is tech level 7, yes.
No, you need Zed. You need a GM screen with this shit on.
Well, so it's I've found the page in the book, but the book doesn't actually describe what the tech level is. And I'm trying to remember which book does. Give me
It's probably the page that's on the floor.
Probably.
That's his Shadowrun book.
Yeah, we know Shadowrun.
Correct,
So
yes.
tech level 7, miniaturized electronics is the technically the, according to this, the word for it. I mean, that's a bit of a mouthful, but there you go. So it's definitely pre-space. Just getting into sort of the miniaturized technology, electronics phase of advancement. So like us about 30 years ago, when we still had big CRT screens.
Mid to late 20th century, 1950s.
So it's like most of the places at my work then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's described here as pre-stellar society, can reach orbit reliably, and has telecommunication satellites.
Yeah.
There you go.
Green screen
So-
IBM computers.
So they'll still kill you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they'll still kill you. Yeah.
Probably got nuclear power, and they will fuck you up. So
Yes. All right. You circumnavigate the planet, sending out sensor sweeps, looking for any landmark that kind of matches your sort of limited knowledge of the location, most namely impact crater near some tall mountains. Shall we get somebody to give me a sensor roll, please?
I could potentially give you a sensor roll.
Mm.
You
Straight
muted
average sensor roll.
Yeah, average sensor roll. Always average.
Find it. Where's it on the list?
the electronics.
Electronics sensors. Okay.
Slid in on an 8. Yeah.
Sort of a. Give me a roll a d6 for me. Bloody chair sinks. Okay. Okay. It only takes you about an hour to home it in on the location. You see what appears to be a very high, probably about maybe a little bit bigger than Mount Everest kind of size in height. So 2 or 3 kilometers, well, probably 3-4 kilometers high. In front of which, to the south, is a huge crater, probably 500 meters deep by something like 2 or 3 kilometers wide. The gap between the crater rim and where these mountains begin is about 2 kilometers. Your sensors pick up what appears to be a wreck on the lip of the crater.
I was going to ask, I think as last week was another ship down there.
Yeah,
Mercedes.
yeah, we'd expect Mercedes ship, wouldn't we?
Exactly.
Hopefully not wrecked.
Yeah.
She's shit out of driving a train, but,
Yeah, but if she's been here, she might have a ship with stealth technology nowadays.
You heading down, taking a look?
Yeah.
Okay. The ship, as you get closer, the ship that you detect is actually a wreckage. It is a fairly old, and all you really have is the skeletal hull and kind of skeletal remains of the ship.
So this could be the original ship from the Twilight poem.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Gone from the story.
Yeah.
So no other, like, no thermal, no radioactive readings from it. Just
No, nothing. Ozzy,
cold metal ribs.
as you kind of look at this, you realise that the ship that you're looking at, I've done it again. You're not a Varga, you are an Aslan, but it would probably look more familiar to you perhaps than the rest of the group. You believe that what you're looking at is the remains of an old Varga ship.
That's an old Varga ship, that. Does it look like a kennel?
Say again?
Does it look like a
Keep cutting off the last word.
You keep getting the last word.
Does it look
Start
like
with the last word. Start with the last word and read it. Say that backwards.
Yeah.
does it look like a kennel?
Yes, it looks like a kennel.
See, the joke fell flat there because three times we missed the kennel word on two of them.
It doesn't work three times.
The giveaway was the huge chain that's coming out the door.
It looks like a sort of a Corsair scout type ship. Definitely an attack vessel more than an exploration vessel. The aft port quarter is missing. And it seems that when you kind of come in for a low pass and kind of analyze it on the sensors, not only is the aft quarter missing, it is an absolute straight, clean cut.
Looks like a heavy beam damage.
I wouldn't know, to be honest.
So nothing left worth salvaging then.
Without kind of landing nearby and kind of trudging over to it, hard to tell, but it does look like the majority of the external panels have been stripped off. There are still a few. There are tangled bits of machinery and wires kind of scattered around it, but I mean, yeah, you'd probably say highly unlikely that there's anything of use there, but you can always go and look.
It's been stripped by the natives.
Yeah, I was just thinking with him saying an attack ship, it might have the weapons that we can fit onto ours, but if it's been stripped, no.
Been
Well,
stripped.
let's land as close as we can to the entrance to these valley, these
It's the mountains.
gorges we're supposed to be going through. Yeah.
Okay. You bring the ship down. You probably can get within 0.5 kilometer of the actual, the mountain face itself. Bringing the ship down, there's no foliage or anything outside. It's just a very barren, sort of rocky, deserty kind of almost moon-like sort of surface. As you bring the ship down, you get a lot of dust kind of spurts up and kind of settles a little bit. The atmosphere here is significantly lower than the standard atmosphere that you're used to.
Still no sign of Mercedes ship.
No, there's no other sign of any ships. Atmosphere is 1. Gravity is very low here.
How low is low? Like,
Yeah, you're going to ask me that question, and it doesn't tell me where you would want it to tell me. Let's have a look. Traveller map should tell me. Freaking awesome traveller map. Just takes forever to load. I want Lydia. Lydia in the Spinwood Marches. Give me 1 second. Oh, that's proven to be quite slow. Oh, man. I think it's about 0.5 of standard, so 0.5 G. It's a pretty low.
So we're all a bit bouncy.
Bit bouncy, yes.
Carry some real heavy stuff.
You said it's got atmosphere.
There is trace atmosphere. You really need to go with your vac suits.
That's fine. And that's got jets on it as well, hasn't it?
If you're...
Vac suits have got manoeuvring.
Yeah, check the raft anyway.
I'd hope I'd be able to see it when I'm pushed out the ship and set towards land.
You brought the ship down. You get into your vac suits, your suits, etc. Weapons. Make a note of what weapons you're taking, if any.
Everything.
Yeah, I've got my light. I've got my light beam heavy laser, and I've got my shotgun still in my ring.
Okay.
You got your shotgun in your ring.
He's got a shotgun in
In my prison pocket.
Yeah, his keister.
in his ring.
His magical keister.
Yeah. I need to put my assault shotgun back in.
Yeah, the only thing I've left behind is the hatchet, which I don't think is going to do much good anyway.
Oh,
You wandering around with an axe?
I've got a hatchet for my melee weapon. That's
just
it.
in case it's
Not
a trick.
Big axe, a hatchet.
You never know.
Trick.
Tom Hawks,
Get
I
an
think.
axe.
All right, give me. Okay, so you load up your grav car, and then the 5 of you kind of pile into the grav car and head towards the edge of the mountain, starting to look for any possible way inside the mountain, specifically for fissures, cracks, etc. Give me recon tests, please.
Recon tests.
Yeah. Average again, yeah?
Yep.
Absolutely
Yeah.
pants.
Average.
Oh, I do have recon.
And my dice are broken again.
Oh, that's weird. I might need to refresh because the dice leaving trails.
Well, it's good that somebody knows how to see things. So, Ozzy, you spot what appears to be 3 entrances, all roughly at the same level, so towards the bottom of the base of the mountain. One appears to be a fairly wide entrance, about 5 or 6 meters wide. No, further than that. Scratch that. It appears to be about 12 meters wide. You see another very narrow, sort of 2-3 meter wide entrance, and then finally you see what appears to be something that's about 9 meters wide. All of which are possible ways into the mountain, you think.
Any sign of activity at any of them? Dust clouds being built up or anything?
Doesn't appear to be. It's all pretty still.
Do they look man-made or are they?
They don't look man-made, but they don't look looking at them in terms of the surrounding rock, they are much newer, geologically speaking, than the mountain itself.
But certainly fairly weathered. Okay.
But certainly fairly weathered, yes.
Like old lava flows, or
No, not lava flows.
Is there any particular
Anything-
pattern to them? Sorry, Zed.
No, they're within sorry, I'm doing something at the same time. Yeah, there we go. They're within sort of 100, 150 meters of each other. And then, you could go further around. You'd probably see some more further around. But there's no pattern to them, no.
Ventilation, maybe, for whatever facility inside.
They look like they could have been burrowed by some creature well
Wormholes.
before something happened to the planet, like a burrowing worm type thing, or that type of uniform shape.
it's probably
No,
because the Earth split.
They're
apart.
not. No, they're not. Definitely not uniform in shape.
Okay.
Just natural
Shall we
phenomenon.
pick the biggest and go through it?
Well, the instructions we got was land in the crater, head to the tallest peak through the crags fissures to gain entrance, and use the red gem to gain entrance. So who's got the red gem?
Sorry, not red gem. Yeah, red gem, not purple gem. Sorry.
Any thermal coming off them? I've got my electronic binoculars. I've got
Thermal.
thermal on them.
No thermal.
Okay.
I think we're reading too much into these fissures.
I think didn't Hoshika have the gem because we didn't because we had the other ones.
I may have done. I don't know. Did someone make me take the gem? If they did, then I was taking the gem.
Yeah, we had the other gems. So I think you had the other one.
I have no memory of that, but sure. Yes, here's a red gem.
Jelly baby.
Whoops, sorry.
So Hoshiko is going to kind of collect the red gem then. Yeah. Cool. Sorry, I am just sorting one thing out. It's taking me a little bit longer than I.
He's just trying to find enough dice for whoever's holding the red gem when it explodes.
Could happen. Yeah.
I'll take it off you if you're scared.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to rotate token. Ah, there we go. That's fine.
And all that was left was of Shiko was a red gem.
So you collect the gem, you collect your items. Do you have any thoughts as to which way you want to, which entrance you want to go into?
Do any of them align with anything?
Let's go into the biggest one.
They don't align with anything particularly, no.
But what's the closest one? Because these people in the story, the guys got crashed in the ship and ran to the closest entrance, didn't they? The closest fissure.
So I was wondering if any of them.
These three represent the closest. They represent the closest fissures to the edge of the crater.
I think
Let's
Ozzy makes
go middle.
a viable choice of the one that looks biggest and open enough for us to go in.
Okay.
Look out for Zathras.
Zathras. Okay. All right.
I'm not wearing
give
my
me-
Zahadoom t-shirt, so
I apologise. I am just trying to sort something out, and it's doing my head in because I can't figure the freaking thing out. because I've been so freaking organized, I have messed up. Okay. Give me 1 sec.
Did you over prepare, Zed?
Well, sort of, but more that I think I've just broke everybody's token. Okay, let me just do this. Right.
He prepared for us to go into the smallest entrance.
No, I didn't. I didn't know which. The problem was I didn't know which entrance you were going to go into. That's the challenge. Okay. The ceiling here, as you kind of enter, is kind of between 1.2 and 1.8 meters wide, which means most of you, if not all of you, are going to have to scoot on your bottoms to pass into this chamber.
Sorry, how tall?
1.2 to 1.8 meters wide. Right. I've just set everybody's tokens up with vision, with light from your suit, and then the damn thing didn't save anybody's. There we go.
That's like 4 foot in it, so it's like a low.
Very low.
She probably doesn't have to duck that much. She's not big.
Whereas I'm guessing Ozzy has to duck a lot.
All fours telling the
Yeah.
hunting.
I will actually go on all fours because that's how we run an attack.
There you go. You will go on all fours.
You're probably the most
And
comfortable.
fuck off! Nobody is getting on my back.
There's not enough headroom.
Yeah. For
So you should be able to, right.
But-
So
Fucking cringer over here.
I'm thinking we hold on to his tail and let him pull us.
I'm not letting a cat pull me off.
one more to do. Right. You should. Okay. So, a couple of things. Your torchlight from your suits is only really good bright light for about 20 meters and dim light out to about 50 meters, after which the diffused light just kind of fades off into nothing. This place appears to be pretty damn big. Feel free to kind of explore. As you kind of scoot along, either crouching, on all fours, etc., the cave does open up. In places, the roof gets to about 1.8 meters high, but for the most part, it's kind of hovers between 1.2 and 1.8 meters. There are no visible stalactites in here, but there are plenty of broken rock, jumbled piles of rock, etc. Navigating through here is going to require you to take a little bit of time and effort to ensure that you don't snag your suits.
Okay, so I'm walking with one hand, my other hand's got my blaster pistol out, and I'm aiming where my light goes and just covering myself just in case.
No problem.
So I'm probably a little bit slower than everybody else.
Yeah, just looking at my gun, it's got light amplification in it, and thermal. So I'll be looking through that as well, just
Yep, no problem.
in case there's anything giving off body heat.
That's same.
You and your
got
binoculars.
that on as well.
Cool. Okay. Yes, there doesn't appear to be anything giving off body heat here within sort of view of your range of your light and the light amplification of the weapon.
The floor and ceilings, are they like coarse and rubbly or
Coarse
shiny?
and rubbly? Yes.
Coarse and rubbly. So it's not weathering or water or anything. It's
No, definitely not. And there's no water coming down from the ceiling either, which would be what would form your stalactites. It's a very dry cave.
Any reflections of anything, like crystals or?
Give me recon checks.
Terrible.
Sweeping your, I love those dice. Okay, most of you, Ozzy's too busy kind of sniffing around as he's kind of bouncing around on all fours. Sweeping your weapons around as you kind of, partly crouched or stooped and walking. Here and there, your lights from your suit kind of reflect off something in the rock. As you kind of head over, just generally kind of look at one of them, you see what appears to be either sort of semi-precious metal or semi-precious stones and gems just left in these chunks of rock that seem to have come down from the ceiling.
Okay, no sign that they've been worked, like someone's tried to mine them and abandoned it.
Not at all. In fact, yeah, no, they just, and maybe here and there you might find evidence of gold or something, you know, or platinum. It's just been left. No attempt to mine the contents of the precious metals and minerals here.
So just natural deposits then.
Yep.
Spent 2 days.
Fairly
digging up
volcanic
gold.
rock, then.
Now, just so you know, this map is freaking huge.
Yeah.
And it's one of 7 maps.
Okay.
So get moving, is what you're saying.
No. I don't care how fast you do this. There are things that you will encounter as you move along, and you know you'll encounter them at the pace that you encounter them.
It's a number of branching tunnels here, guys. Watch your sectors. If anyone can't figure out what their sectors are, I expect probably Marcus and Carver to put them right.
I'm going to head to the east because that was where the mountain was, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm playing Celeste at the moment, looking for secret doors. I'm going back towards the edges.
Okay. It appears in front of you that you have what appears to be two branching passageways leading out of this mammoth cave. You can sort of take the northerly one or the southerly one. It's up to you.
I was about to ask, does the map roughly line up with cardinal directions?
Yeah, roughly speaking.
So we do have a passage to the south.
Stop and listen.
Yeah, give me recon rolls. Or recon? Yeah, recon. Looks. It seems very quiet. There isn't. There's nothing really that. There's not even any kind of breeze or wind moving through here. You don't hear anything particularly out of place. You don't hear any water dripping, any snuffling of creatures. I nearly said monsters then, wrong game. Snuffling of creatures, etc. It's just very quiet.
I'd suggest going to the tunnels and seeing if they maintain the easterly direction. And if they veer off, go the opposite one.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I moved up and it carries on to the east so far.
Yeah. Bending slightly to the north.
Then goes back to east.
Whereas the southern one, it seems to have a more easterly trajectory. Or east.
And this goes south. North and then turns east again.
Yeah, good one.
I'll go up to the edge of the east and see how far it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. I've hit another wall of some sort. Okay, the torch didn't light it.
Is that opening into a bigger? Oh yeah.
Start to open. Just pause before you get past the entrance into the cave.
I won't go any further because I'm going to use my comms to notify everybody else that this passage is now open to a larger cave.
Sort of in front of you, around about here, there seems to be a whole load of what looks like sort of strange biological matter just kind of scattered in a loose, almost semi-putrid puddle.
Just out of interest, have there been any sort of signs of travel through these tunnels beforehand? Because we know from the story that the previous group that landed here were fleeing, so they've been in a rush and they've been disturbing the ground and so on.
Not the route that you follow, no.
Are you saying biological matter, as in
Someone's taken a dump up there.
fairly fresh, or
It is putrefying. If you want to give me some kind of medical role or xenobiology type role for science, I'm trying to look what exists.
I'll try medicine.
Yeah, I'll do a medic one as well.
Medic.
Mine's rubbish.
Still success.
Xenology on science would also be acceptable.
Oh, I can do that as well.
But you've gone down your medic route. Okay.
I did, that's fine. Is that
Look
my
at
xenology one?
Look at everybody rolling. So the putrid mass, it just seems like an almost amorphic, boneless mass of flesh that at some point may have been a meter wide maximum. It's kind of sat in a pool of its own liquefied body. As bits of it are kind of just putrefying down. You suspect it's given there's very little atmosphere. It's a fairly cool, cold temperature. That this might have been here for several months, if not a year or two. Certainly doesn't go back to the time that the 20, 30 years that Twilight Peak was supposed to have happened. It's much newer than that. But even so, it's slowly but surely decaying. But it just looks like a giant blob of flesh with what may have been tentacles or feelers or something kind of protruding out of it in random places.
Any thermal coming off it at all?
No.
Okay, so there's, just in case there was something hiding under it or something like that, I was thinking.
Nothing.
Whereabouts is it in this in here, Zed?
It's right at the entrance here.
Oh, it's right in the entrance. Just checking around some of the walls and maybe a little bit back further over here. Is there any sign of, chips or laser burn or?
No, nothing.
Doesn't look like it was a firefight. Whatever happened. Maybe some natural predators in these tunnels.
Is the roof high enough to jump over it?
As yeah, I mean it's not so big that you can't walk around. Just for reference,
Could have died of old age. Whatever it is.
Square here is 2 meters, so you can walk around it, no problem.
Cool.
When you get out to about here, the ground seems to disappear downwards.
Looks a bit like a footprint.
It looks like a footprint, doesn't it? But what you have is a very sudden drop, quite a steep slope running downwards towards what appears to be 3 pits at the bottom, at the far end of this cavern.
Does the ground look safe, or is it like loose scree?
It is definitely loose scree.
Sure, we want to be exploring too much further into there then.
No, I don't think we should. It looks like a trap. It's a trap.
Just looking
It's
through my
like-
scope, Zed, does the back of this seem to go on, or does it end here?
Seems to end.
Unless you want to get close to those holes, I think.
I don't want to lose my footing and slide into the holes.
You don't want to lose your footing and break your leg.
Yeah, that'd be really stupid.
Sorry, he sent me a message. He's had to go upstairs, so it takes him a little bit of time to climb upstairs and climb back down again. I don't know if he can still hear me. If he does, he's going to send me a message, and it's not going to be a polite message. Yeah, as far as I can tell, this looks like a fairly unstable. There he is. A fairly unstable scree drop, probably dropping a good 20-25 meters downwards, fairly steep, and kind of although it kind of gradients, the gradient kind of eases out as it gets towards those holes. Looking at it, you would imagine you're just going to, if you go down there, you're falling all the way down with the potential of hitting one of those holes.
There could be like thermal chimneys down to like a lava flow or something. You never know.
Who knows?
So this southern tunnel, is that staying the same level as the northern tunnel?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not descending in any way, or
no, they don't seem to be descending. They don't seem to be. Generally speaking, they are at the same kind of level. In places, obviously, some of them will go down, and then there'll be a climb up, and then here and there might be a climb up, and then a kind of a gradual or a steep climb down. But for the most part, you're not kind of climbing up constantly or dropping down constantly. As you get to here, you all notice that you're starting to get what appears to be little droplets of water appear on your visors.
Conversation.
any difference in temperature as it got warmer?
A few degrees, yes.
It's like the chuffing Underdark, isn't it?
No, we're not spending 7 months down here. And
Okay.
37 episodes or 47 episodes of our campaign down here. No.
Well, I'm heading to the northerly passage.
So I wonder whether this southern one is just a big chamber.
Comms on. I'm saying this one's going in the right direction now.
Okay. Stop. Pull yourself back. I didn't realize how far you'd gone, Mehdi. Sorry. Okay. So here, the cave is narrowing, and where is your light showing?
Yeah, we'll stay back here then, since he's now stopped.
As you kind of round a small bend in the cavern, you notice what appears to be a sort of 2 meter wide by about a meter and a half tall gelatinous blob of flesh that looks like this.
This could be the start of a new life form. Shoot to kill.
Seems to be. It seems to pause, and several of the tentacles or the feelers at the back suddenly start to kind of rise up and sway, pointing in your direction. And then this thing just starts to move.
It's trying to communicate.
Slowly towards you.
Is this a crossover? Has this come out of the stomach of a bear?
No, it hasn't.
No? Okay.
No, it's not the bear's stomach that's grown legs. No. You have to figure that out on Thursday.
Okay, if it starts coming towards me, I'm going to light it up with lasers.
Yeah, it's trying to talk to you in some way. Sign language.
You're going to light it up with lasers, are you?
Yeah, I don't really want to. So I will say,
You motherfucker.
in whatever language I can think of.
Oh, well, you can speak Imperial. That's about all you can speak. Like 2 different versions of Imperial.
No problem. I'm gonna say stop on my external speakers.
You say stop. Okay. You say stop. The thing,
Summertime.
the thing continues to lurch towards you. Although each square is 2 meters, this thing is taking its very, very merry time to move towards you.
Attracted by the light, isn't it? So, yes. In which case, I will shoot at it.
Okay. Well, let's go to combat then, shall we? We haven't had a good old fight for a long time.
I'm going to shoot and run to the back of the line. The next person can shoot and run to the back of the line. Oh, I need to do my initiative, don't I?
Yes. Oh, this thing is so fast. Everybody's called Hishiko on here. Why is everybody called Hishiko?
I have no
Because-
idea.
There
Okay.
can only be one.
Did you copy the token properties?
I don't think so. Let me have a look what's going on here. Give me a second.
Remind me, where's the initiative?
I'm pulling all the strings. That's
click,
what it is.
click on the sword and shield, and then go to combat and roll the dice.
Right click on your token. What's on the right corner?
Sword and shields.
To add yourself to the combat tracker, and then
Gotcha.
Just let me fix everybody's token.
I'm slowest. It's okay, when I fire the grenade.
Hishiko's slowest.
Yeah. But when I fire the grenade, I'm at the back and everyone in front of me is alright.
What's really weird is everybody is linked correctly. Okay, there we go. That's apart from the fact that I've left Carver. I haven't updated Carver's token.
There's only Hoshiko and Brent's showing on mine. There we go.
Yeah, I've got everything
Okay.
on mine.
Carver, you get to react first.
Okay.
Come in peace. Shoot to kill. Shoot to kill.
We come in peace. Shoot to kill.
Is there an ability to use leadership or tactics?
Oh, yes. The beginning of the combat. We get to do that, don't we? I keep forgetting. So, one
Yeah, I
of
forgot
you
about that.
may... Let me just find the combat rules. One of you may roll leadership. And then I think one may roll tactics, if I'm not mistaken.
Whack in some leadership.
Okay, I'll go to tactics then.
It's literally one thing I'm really good at.
Yeah.
Okay, so leadership. The effects of this check is the number of bonuses, each equal to dice modifier +1, that you can give to any skill check, including attack rolls, to other travelers on the same side. And then I believe the effect of a tactics check, which is +1. So effectively, everybody's initiative would go up by +1. So we should really roll tactics before we roll initiative. Does that change anything?
I don't know who was rolling, Marcus
yes,
or
it
Brent.
does.
'Cause if it's Marcus, who I think has probably got our best bonus,
Yeah.
we all get a -2.
Well, I didn't add a chain bonus or anything onto it, so I don't know.
Yeah,
whether
there
that
isn't. No,
applies.
there wouldn't be. No, there wouldn't be a chain
Okay.
bonus. Okay, so let's just leave initiative as it is for now. Carver, you're up first, and then you, Miss Hishiko, have 4 successes that you can dish out, or 4 bonuses that you can dish out. Okay. Well, that's shit, isn't it? Both hit. Roll your damage.
Yeah, 35 points.
Me.
Well, that's you know,
The creature, as your slugs from your shotgun hit the creature, it staggers a little bit, but seems to be continuing towards you. Except this time, kind of now oozing sort of a greeny, browny kind of ichor, which most probably the creature's blood.
Okay, movement is how many squares again? 6. I've got 6 movement, 6 speed, so is it
3 squares on this
3
map.
squares?
Yeah. Okay. Harva scoots back. Okay. Hashiko.
Do I have clear line of sight?
Do you have clear
I
line of
think you
sight?
just have.
Just yes.
Is that how that works in this?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, seeing that an unloaded assault shotgun kind of looked like it winged it a little bit, didn't look all that unhappy about it. I will try a laser and see if that works any better. I will pull my. How do you do this?
If you put the
Target.
character sheet on the left-hand side, should be
Oh,
weapons.
attack. There we go.
Yeah.
So if I target it, I click on attack.
Yeah. We've not really had very many fights at all.
No.
What's DM? Is that the dice?
So
modifier?
that's dice modifier, yes.
Okay.
Remember, you
Yeah.
can't apply your leadership dice modifiers to yourself.
No, but I do have a personal heads-up display.
Okay, in
The
which
link
case,
to intelligent weapons. So I get +1.
you get +1. Nice.
And I hit.
You hit, roll your damage. Oh, 7 damage. It did.
Well, how do we do rolling damage on this? Because I'm meant to convert 1s and 2s into 3s.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, let's see. I'm guessing you rolled a lot of 3s then, or 1s and 2s, because
Well, it doesn't. There's no ability to put that trait onto the weapon in here. It's not built.
Okay. All right. Re-roll.
So I can't.
Just roll 3d6 plus 3.
That looks like all of those. There's 2 1s and a 2 1s and a 2, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For 3d6 to equal 4.
Okay.
Well, that's going to be 17.
That will be 17. Okay, so I can do this. I just take 17 off his hit points, can't I?
Well, I assume he's got an armor value or something.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Glancing at is it Carver that's just run behind me? I will stand my ground for now.
Okay. This thing kind of lumbers a little bit forward.
It's a melee target. Move backwards.
It is moving very, very slowly. Brent, you're up.
Okay, so I will too unleash scorchy attack damage.
Okay.
Roll type normal, medium, no DMs. Let's do it.
Did it seem more upset by the laser than the shotgun?
I mean, it seemed equally upset by everything, to be fair.
I was to say, not enough.
That is to say, for a creature that is just a blob of flesh, it just seemed equally annoyed by everything you're throwing at it so far. 14 damage.
Okay, and with that, I shall apologise to Ozzy and say, sorry, Ozzy.
The thing kind of...
Dead.
I don't know why it would go to unconscious. The thing kind of just collapses, and you don't think it's dead. You think it's still alive, but it's kind of
Gone dormant.
It's just kind of collapsed. Ozzy.
Shoot you some
Assuming
more.
we don't want to bring that back anymore. No, okay. This is just like, nah.
Okay. Ozzy then just kind of squeezes one more round off at it, and this thing just explodes, sending viscera and gore everywhere.
Nice.
And it just kind of collapses. Marcus, is there anything you wanted to do, despite the fact that technically the thing's dead?
No.
Okay. Save the bullets, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to move forward and take a shot, but
Yeah, I'm going to pat Ozzy on the back as he walks away.
Okay. It appears to be very similar, although obviously not in the same kind of condition as the other one, as the thing that you saw in the other cave.
okay. Can I check it if there's any thermal coming off it?
This one has a thermal signature that
Okay.
is that would be slowly but surely decreasing.
Right, that's fine. So they're not camouflaged from heat sensors and things. That's fine.
Got a couple of really hot spots on it, I suspect.
And some
Yeah.
some very hot spots. Yes.
Well, I'm going to tell everybody to watch the ceilings and the walls just in case they can climb, because
Okay.
there's a lot of tentacles.
Yeah.
Can we take some recordings of it?
Yeah. Anybody
There's
think to
samples of it.
bring sample kit and stuff with them?
Yeah, well, I'll take out my medical kit, and I'm sure I'll have
Okay.
some sample things, some petri dishes, whatever in there.
Okay.
Petri dishes, and I'll take a scoop of a sample.
That was
Okay.
the one in the other cave for the last breeding pair on the planet.
Yeah,
Ow.
and they were the
And they have
ancients.
the ability to cure all known illnesses.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Oh well.
Quick question, Zed. I have a Geiger counter on me that's
Yep.
attached. It's built into my wristwatch.
Mhm.
General radiational levels around here. I can also scan it around at specific targets as well.
Standard background radiation.
I'm glad you have that because I left mine behind because it was 2 kilograms. It's a proper old-fashioned.
But yeah, if the radiation does start to go up beyond background kind of levels, I've set myself a heads-up display alarm.
Yeah. Okay.
So, boop.
You spend a few moments kind of gathering samples of this thing. Yeah. What's your weight? Whoever's just done that have put themselves at overweight. Brent.
Get rid of it. It's my binoculars.
Yeah. You're going to have to think about what you're carrying so that you don't get overweight.
No, I've got rid of it. It's fine.
You gather some samples of the creature. Does your medkit allow you to do analysis, or do you need a lab? Because no, I think you need a life sciences toolkit.
No, mine just grants 2 DM on medic checks.
So actually, you can't take samples. You would need a life sciences toolkit to take samples.
Scoop some up and put it in my pocket. No, I won't.
You would. Yeah.
Let's drag it out of here on the way out.
You could drag it out on the way out. Yeah. Yeah. So the Life Sciences Toolkit, for reference, Life Sciences Toolkit contains tools to aid the performance of tasks with the science specialities of biology, genetics, and xenology. Contains biological sampling equipment, optical and electron microscopes, chemical analysis equipment, and sequencers for DNA, proteins, and other common life-related molecules.
I have one. It's on the ship.
You have one. It is on the ship. Yes.
I need to put that on, don't I?
If you have a look at page 123 of the core rulebook, for those of you who have it, it should line up roughly the same on PDF, but that would be you examining that creature. Although that's a skull, I think. But there we go. Anyway, okay. Yeah, you can continue onwards if you wish.
Yeah, sure.
Just
Yeah.
pause for a second as I take us to the next location.
Well, we find this was the baby one. that thing that Guardians of the Galaxy were fighting with Groot dancing around at the beginning of the film. We're going to meet the big one.
You continue traveling, maybe for another sort of 20 or so meters. The cave that you kind of travel through sort of turns slightly to the north, and you get a sense that it's opening out into a vast cave ahead of you.
So we're heading north, are we?
You're
on this one.
You are heading north, yes.
Okay.
All the maps seem to have rotated in the wrong direction. No, you'd technically be coming in from the west, but don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, your light sources just don't seem to travel all that far. But can everybody give me a hard recon, please?
Hard recon.
Yeah.
Try it, but no chance.
Hard should be a 10,
Difficult.
right?
Difficult.
Difficult 10 plus. Love all those dice colours. Marcus.
Marcus, well done.
Very good. As you kind of open out into this cave, you think you can feel a very slight vibration under your feet, as though something in your vicinity is definitely mechanical in nature rather than natural in nature.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it rhythmic as if it's a machine?
Yeah, it's rhythmic as if it's a machine, yeah. But it's very faint.
Okay. I'll pass that on. Yeah, get the electronic binoculars and check for any thermal from any of the directions.
It does not appear to be any thermal at all.
Okay. Seems to be some machinery around. There seems to be a passage going off that way.
Wasn't there a power stone that Mercedes took?
Yeah.
So that's...
Looks like there's some more of these pits.
Yes. So, Marcus. So, interestingly, in front of you, what you can see here appears to be three. Well, actually, you can just see one. A large sinkhole, and what appears to be some kind of. So the sinkholes themselves appear to be natural, looking at their shape and geometry. But sort of beyond the sinkhole that you can see, there appears to be a man-made or a person-made shaft that's also carved into the stone.
Okay. Just check.
This looks too uniformed.
Ozzy, ahead of you appears to be a large pit, but with a very uniformed shape about it.
I'll approach cautiously.
Okay.
It's a crop circle.
Right. Hashiko, you've got the red gem, haven't you?
I do.
So maybe take it out, put it in your hand, and maybe walk forward.
All the turrets drop down from the ceiling and focus on it.
So what this looks like is approximately 10 meter wide. It's not quite 7.5 meters. It should be 10 meters, but it's close enough in places. Approximately a 10 meter wide, perfectly smooth walled shaft that goes down into the ground. And from where you are, Brent, and Ozzy, the walls of the shaft seem to glisten as though, and they're perfectly smooth, as though they've been sliced or heated by something that's caused somewhat of a glacial effect on the edge.
Carved by freaking laser beams.
Yes.
Seems to be perfectly cylindrical.
It seems to be perfectly cylindrical, indeed.
Okay, I'm going to take a hunch here. I'm going to move over to this man-made thing over here. Does it look like a shaft? Does it look like, if I look down, does it look like there's any sort of mechanism, like a lift?
It does not appear to be any kind of lift-like mechanism. Your light reaches about 50 meters down before it just doesn't really have anything to reflect from. The shaft is continuing to go downwards beyond the light of your torch.
Okay, let me be Pippin.
Hashiko,
I'll drop a rock down.
There seems to be a man-made metallic-looking structure directly to the north of you.
Yeah. So this is a wall.
That is a wall, yes.
Is this also getting narrower at this end? Gap-wise?
Yes.
So that looks like it. I mean, we could probably easily jump right at half G.
You could, yes. You could.
We have
5
to
meters.
half G.
It's about 5 meters here. So, yeah, you probably could attempt to jump it.
Especially with limited atmosphere. I think your hang time would be roughly
2/3 of focal.
No, like you'd be in the air probably 2.5 times the normal length of time. So you could go quite a long way in at half G.
Yeah.
Probably.
So you jump over the middle and straight down the hole at the other side.
So if we did want to get across here, did I see some kind of hint of a doorway over here?
There is a structure that's sticking out, yes. I'm just kind of looking at your
someone
vision.
was over here.
Okay, yes. So there is you've got a gap that you can't see because I've used the wrong walls there, but this is just a clear pit. However, Hashiko, as you approach, you see a beam of light seems to come out from some kind of device atop what you're now seeing as a pair
Multipass.
of large doors.
Big bada boom.
There's one beam and then 2 more appear just below it like a triangle.
As you do so, the beam seems to spread out and create a slightly shimmering kind of what looks like a light over top of the pit in front of you, leading directly to a set of big slab-like doors.
Wasn't there something in there?
Can I slightly Indiana Jones this with some of the scree on the floor and just throw it out across that field?
And as you do so, it just kind of skips along and just sits there, showing you this light path.
Am I remembering right? The story of the Twilight Peak mentions to me about a light bridge, or
it did, yes.
I thought it did.
Don't touch it with your finger, though.
We might have found a way in.
Oh, I guess I'm the recon.
Where you are there, Ozzy, you can see what appears to be a figure slumped and lying down, sort of down here at the bottom of the pit. It appears to be a Varga.
How far down is the pit?
It is approximately 62.847 meters deep.
Approximately.
No, it is. You look at it through, probably through your electronic binoculars, Marcus, and it measures exactly 62.847 meters deep, and the pit itself is measuring 9.239 meters wide.
Yeah, and any indication as to how long this has been here? Has it
No
rotted
idea.
or
The corpse appears from where you are. The figure does still seem to be kind of intact, but again, it's very cold.
yeah, it's not breathing at least.
Doesn't appear, and no heat signature if you look at it through
Yeah.
thermal scopes.
It's very specific. Is that as in the scenarios at all?
Yeah. The access tube to the rear of the structure bridges this moat, which is exactly 62.847 meters deep and 9.239 meters wide. Very specific, very strange that it's that size and not rounded up. There's obviously a reason for it.
I'll
The
be
scenario was a little bit neurodivergent.
Probably, yeah.
I'll be the guinea pig and cross the bridge.
Okay, you step out onto the bridge. With a little bit of trepidation, not sure, I'm walking on light. Is
I
this gonna
throw
take my
the
weight?
red crystal as far as I can back over here. No, I'm not.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do that and see what happens?
Hear Marcus's voice go, I can see my house from here.
Just checking what the DC is for flight on telekinesis.
Yeah.
Just checked. If we fell down there at half G, we'd hit the floor at 55 miles an hour.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
it's not
fairly
too bad.
painful.
Roughly.
What do you mean it's not too bad? Your legs are going to be snapped like twigs.
No, well, the last thing that went
That's
through my
about 50
mind was
mile an hour too fast for me.
Absolutely.
this
Says
is
a
how
person that's actually fallen down a mountain recently.
you will essentially look like a 10-pence piece.
Yeah.
Flat with head.
the last thing that went through my mind was my feet.
Marcus,
we've got a door here then.
as you cross over, you get over. There is a door directly in front of you. As Hashiko steps out onto the bridge and moves forward, there is a kind of a rumbling sound, and the door begins to open.
Hang around, gentlemen.
It's a bit of a
Get
roadrunner
across.
moment. The bridge disappears and you're running in. Fucking inside. You're not down.
Oh my god, I can't
Meep, meep.
move. There we go.
I'm specifically making sure I'm standing where any sensors might assume that the light bridge would still be required until everybody gets across.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. As you go through to the other side, there is another door.
Is that everyone?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
I'm somehow below you. I thought I'd moved you one further forward.
That's fine. You'll need to move yourself in there. So I know technically we don't ever want people to stay. Okay. So as you step inside, are you? Oh, perfect. Look at that. What are you doing? The other door has not opened.
Is there any device or sensor visible?
There's a
just open the
couple
door.
of. There's a couple of.
Was that you, Mehdi?
No, well, I clicked it closed.
So it
I'll
turns
lock
out
it.
you can just
I
open the
clicked it
door.
open. Yeah,
I'll
I
lock
clicked it open.
I'll lock it so you can't just do that. There is no discernible control panel in here. There are some odd places in here. There seems to be some strange kind of raised, almost raised nipple-like protrusions. Beyond that,
I will
Fairly-
vaguely hold up the red gem.
Grab
couple
them.
of glory holes.
Yes.
Insert.
Did they-
tribute.
Insert item here.
Yeah, did they make a specific pattern, like a constellation or something like that?
no.
It's
Yeah.
almost like with tentacles would be able to grasp them and open them.
Can I knock on the door?
As you bring the gem close to the inner door, the door behind you closes.
The walls
What
start
starts
to
to
close.
come
Floor
together.
disappears.
No.
Hello, I'm paste.
Give. You start to feel that kind of popping sensation in your ears as pressure begins to change. And then after what feels like sort of
In a vaccine. Don't feel
five,
fucked
I mean, it doesn't do anything to you, does it? You're in vac suits.
off. I sense the change in pressure on my wrist. Then
I mean, Hashiko's wristwatch would probably say that there's a change in pressure in here. And then the inner door opens.
Do we get the sense that we've moved at all, or is it an airlock? Do we think?
You think it's more like likely an airlock.
See if anybody can take any readings of the atmosphere in here.
Atmosphere is breathable. It is within human tolerances for breathing.
I do not care. My vaccine
Well,
is staying on.
it is a good point, though. Actually, how long would a vac suit go for without?
I think
10 hours.
I was about. We went through this in Coriolis the other week. It's not forever. It is going to be only a few hours.
You've got a limited air supply on your vac suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was about 10 hours. I might be wrong.
But the air is thin, so there is some air outside. So
A vac suit provides life support for 6 hours.
Look at that! I read that months ago.
You did.
Well done.
And I'm going to say you've probably been down here an hour since you left your grav car.
Well, I'm going to be the brave one. I'm going to crack my helmet open. I'll keep it on, but I'm going to open up the front of it.
Okay.
It's breathing. Maybe toxins.
Let's take a let's take a quick 10-minute break, and then I'll come back to what happens to Carl.
You can
Brent.
definitely breathe the gases in.
Yeah.
Look at the size of my eyes.
None of them are the ones that you need, but
That's what the last fool did before he got turned into a fucking mineral fucking harvester or whatever it was.
let's get
go
back.
back, guys.
Alright, I'm just gonna get my leg up for 10 minutes. Come out.
This section is horrendously written. It's just awful. There's like 40 pages of description, and then there's 3 pages of events, and you've kind of got to take those 3 pages and understand how they all fit in with the whole of everything else that's going on. It's just awful. Fortunately, I spent the weekend reading, rereading, and reading again. We'll just wait for other 2 to come back. While we're doing that, is there?
I have a plan on what I'm doing in a minute. It may give us some information, or my mind might explode.
Aha!
I did check on what I need to fly. I need to roll a 10.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad at
You
all.
roll a 10.
Pardon?
Is that with bonuses?
I don't have any bonuses, so that is a roll of 10.
Oh,
So it is possible, but it's not likely.
It's possible, but hard for you, isn't it?
Yeah. It's almost a difficult test. Flight. By applying telekinesis to their own body, the traveller can fly, or at least levitate over short distances.
Wouldn't want to bet my life on it.
No, it's emergencies.
At which point we shoot you because we've no idea you've got these powers.
It's a witch.
Yeah.
There's a witch burning.
How fast does Cyberpunk come back?
Oh, slow. I think it's 1 every 4 hours or something like that.
Gotcha.
Recovering Psi. Oh, it's faster than I thought. 1 per hour. Oh, beginning 3 hours after the traveller last used the psionic talents. That's where the 4 came in. So yeah, I can fly at 15 meters per second. No, per round.
That's pretty good. That means you can fly fairly quicker than you can walk, right?
Yeah, sounds like it. I've got telekinesis so basically I can do the same to somebody else.
Make
The
them
effect
fly.
of the check makes duration telekinesis.
Who among us has medical supplies, actually?
I left the med kit on the
I do. I always chop down
ship.
kit.
Yeah, I have a med
front
kit, but not with me.
Just as in a first aid kit or a med kit, or
Med kit. 'Cause I am a doctor. Dr. Diath.
It's to hop along that. Oh, he's got like a Zimmer frame.
I bet it's not like one of those 21st inflatable ones.
No. That walking lot looks like a pain in the backside, Mr. Sorrento.
You muted.
It is specifically the right backside. It is a pain in the ass off because that's the one that all the pressure's going through.
Yeah.
So get yourself a roller skate on one of them and just push it along.
Yeah, what you need, but is 2 functioning legs.
I could do it too, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
I'm calling bullshit on the fact that this lemon meringue is supposed to serve 6.
How many has it served? Just you?
I'm calling you a greedy cunt. There you go.
I'll second that.
It's got to serve 6 or one big fat.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Jabberwocker.
To be fair, I'm not going to argue. I have on many an occasion destroyed a whole tub of Ben and Jerry's, which is meant to be like 4 or 5 servings or whatever. And you're just like,
Absolutely.
no, it isn't. There's one.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I'm the same with rum and raisin ice cream. It's like, oh, it's mine.
Okay. Brent, you pop open your helmet. The air is dry, breathable, has no discernible smell, taste, or anything to it. It seems absolutely fine. The chamber that you're in is this kind of ovoid shaped chamber. It is devoid of anything, of any furniture or anything. The only thing that you have is, yeah, absolutely seems fine. It's like, you know, you're in an area that's moderately uneventful. Described that, you know, what happens in the day? Oh, you know, nothing. It was moderately uneventful, and it's like, what the hell does that actually mean? There appears to be some strange iconography here and there on the walls.
Does it look like it's meant to be there, or does it look like it's been graffitied on that?
Graffiti, yeah.
It looks
Regrettas,
like you've
don't
got
take off your helmet.
There's a guy over the
It's
wall like
smeared
this.
in brown.
you've got the so it appears to be swirling patterns of greys, silver, blues and greens, the majority of the colors being pale and muted. It gives you the sense that this interior chamber is almost like it was painted in some kind of metallic watercolor. And that is absolutely true. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to try my telepathy.
Okay.
Okay, so succeed. Life sense.
Life sense.
So, life
What's
deception.
the range of your telepathy?
Between
10 miles is stupid, huh?
yeah, it is silly. 501 meters to 5 kilometers.
501 meters to 5 kilometers.
Does that mean you can't sense anything inside 501
I was
meters?
gonna say.
Yeah, that's just a range brackets, I think, isn't it? Like what like a particular range bracket is. It's like personal, close, short,
distance.
medium. Can't remember after that.
Yeah. The range is distant, which is the bracket of 501 to 5 kilometers.
So all the microbiological stuff that's entering my lungs, you can't sense.
Life detection enables the traveler to sense the presence of other minds, the number of minds present, the general type of minds, animal, human, and so do one, it says, but it should be so on, and their approximate location. Life detection is reasonably sophisticated and can distinguish intelligence beings from bacteria or unimportant animals in the area. Functions best detecting intelligent minds. Shielded minds are undetectable.
So, first and foremost, to behind you, roughly at your level, about 2.5, 3 kilometers away, there is a cluster of animalistic intelligence.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Second thing, now I've really got to figure this out. Okay. you get a cluster above you, about half a kilometre or so above you. A cluster of mines. Bear with me. I'm just trying to find the actual page. One of them that you detect appears to be that same animalistic mind that you've detected outside the ship. There are no. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just. There are all sorts of things going on, and I need to figure out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. You also get. Is that area 10? Beneath you, about 250 meters. No, not that deep. About 100 meters beneath you, there is a cluster of over 100 life signs. All seem to be in exactly the same location. You're picking up intelligent life signs, the majority of which you believe to be droid.
They're the ones below.
Correct. And nothing else.
No sign of Mercedes anywhere.
Nope.
Okay.
Would you be able to tell the difference?
Human. I can tell races.
You can tell races, and apparently, if you'd have read Mercedes' mind in the past, you would be able to recognize them in the future. So it says, if an individual whom the telepath knows is detected using this power, they'll be recognized. So actually, you know Mercedes, so you would be able to detect if she was here. She is not within 5 kilometers of you.
Okay.
Now, that doesn't mean to say she's not a psyker or is wearing a psi hood that would prevent you from detecting them. But as far as you know, she is not here.
And it has confirmed that Varga is dead and not suspended animation or something silly like that down there.
Yeah. As your power fades, you get left with an almighty splitting headache, like a really full-on migraine. Can you roll 2d6 for me?
Yeah, I kind of expected something, but oh, okay, that might not be good.
7. Okay. Okay. You've got this really nasty headache.
Okay.
Do we notice that?
What? That she's got a headache. He's got a headache. It's up to Marcus whether he lets you know or not.
We'll notice it. We'll notice it in 7 minutes when his head explodes.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah, possibly.
Just let me clear the splatter zone.
Yeah, I'm keeping my helmet on for now.
just so it just inside.
Yeah.
It's very thoughtful of you, that. Thank you.
Yeah.
But just in case my veins have suddenly appeared all over my head or my face with whatever the hell's just happening.
Do you have to say, "Get out of my mind"?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll just go quiet at the moment. And
Okay, so we've no idea what's in here, so let's just take it by the numbers, nice and slow.
Yeah, I'll reload the mag that's in the thingy, so I've got a full mag in.
Okay.
lots of machinery.
Yes. So ahead of you appears to be a what appears to be a chamber that contains bits of machinery. Nothing that appears to be consistently like all interconnected, but chunks of machinery that appear to have been disassembled and just stacked in kind of random piles.
Do we recognize what they could be for with engineering type thing? Is it? Are they familiar?
If anybody's got engineering, give me a roll.
Any particular type?
Mechanical would be whatever is equivalent to mechanical.
Does a mechanic skill? I've got mechanic skill, or I've got engineering.
Oh, okay.
I do have mechanic skill.
Oh, yeah. Give me not engineer. Give me the mechanic skill. Yes, that's the correct one.
Okay, I haven't got that.
No, I should have a +1 on that as well. Average success +2. Carver is very good.
Yeah, Carver. There doesn't appear to be anything here that you outright recognize. But what you do realize is that there are big portions of this that are missing.
Okay.
There is no singular machine in here that you think is a whole machine. The technology here is beyond what you're used to, but it brings back memories of being on board
ship?
On board your Sote ship. Yes.
Yeah. So I was gonna.
Leads further on back there, by the way.
Yeah, I'm covering the west corridor.
Yeah, we've got east, west, and north.
What did I miss?
So the air seems breathable as far as Brent's concerned. He's breathing fine. He's got no issues. Marcus has gone very, very quiet. That's because Marcus has now got like a migraine style headache. And in here is a bunch of machinery that Carver tells you all that it seems very familiar to him, resembles some of the machinery that you saw in passing on your Sote ship, so Droin, and none of the pieces in here seem to make a whole machine as far as he can tell. And Hashiko kind of corroborates some of that to some degree.
Does it look like it's half finished or half of it has been nicked?
It looks like the latter, that it's been purposefully deconstructed.
So it's like decommissioned it.
It looks that way, yes.
Or made. Yeah. Okay.
Different parts, or
yeah, I'll look at the if I can see the bits where bits are missing. Is there any clue to what they would look like?
Give me another mechanic
size.
Yeah, give me another mechanic roll.
What
and
interface
use
it's got?
the chain bonus as a BM modifier. And anybody else who has mechanic can do the same. So you can use the +3 bonus. And we're looking for an average check. Oh, there's a success. Beautiful. Hashiko and Carver, both of you kind of in corroboration.
Bouncing ideas off each other.
Yeah. couple of things that strike you about some of this machinery. It's almost like, whilst the main cutting elements are missing, you do think that you've got the makings of possibly 2, maybe 3 fusion drills.
Maybe what they used to carve this place out.
Correct. As well as some kind of thing that seems to convert liquid or gaseous material into a hardened metal substance.
And that's what the walls are made of.
Yes.
So this is the construction tools that they used to build this place, and then decommissioned it, or someone has decommissioned it after they built the facility. Yeah.
Yes.
The bits that are missing look like the power supplies for them.
A mixture, power supplies, cutting systems, conversion systems of turning things from gaseous form to solid form, etc.
Well, I'll take a note of size of and interface types, and and just try and take in my mind's eye, imagine what they would look like, so that if we see them.
As you're doing that, Carver, you suddenly realise that everything's gone really muffled, and it's almost like your hearing's got blocked by a really heavy coal. Can you roll me 2d6, please?
Rude.
Okay. Cool.
Does anybody else feel that?
Feel
Feel
Anybody
what?
else getting? My head's feeling a little fuzzy.
Maybe take your helmet off.
No, everything's gone. Well, no, it was fine in the helmet. It's got fuck all to do with the helmet. But it's like having cotton wool in my ears, or a really bad cold, or that kind of. It's
Like
like
a pressure change.
It's like there's a pressure change, but there shouldn't be because I've got a helmet on.
So have a quick look at up and down a Carver. Anything going on with the suit?
No, his suit looks to be fully functional. He's got 4 hours of air still available to him, so he's not got an air leak or anything along those lines.
Somebody just check my eyes through my visor.
That's what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
Eyesight, yeah, eye looks fine. He's focusing on you and he's following the pencil and the finger. All seems fine.
He's got a pencil and a vat suit.
No.
No, I'm just... What's he holding it up with? That's the really
thing. He's got one of those vac suits with corduroy patches on the elbows and a fucking pocket.
Yeah. Pen protectors.
And 3 pens in his top jacket.
How are you physically? Hold your arms out and all that kind of stuff?
I'm fine. Yeah, everything. But I assume everything feels fine. But it was just I'm assuming it was momentary.
No, it's still
there. Still going on.
Yeah.
No, it's just come on.
Stand on. Try and stand. No, don't take this the wrong way. Try and stand on one leg. See if you fall.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm getting into. Raise his arms and stuff, and doesn't look like a stroke.
Doesn't look like a stroke.
You're the medic.
Yeah, I'm going to run my med scan across him.
Yeah, give me a medic check. I think your med scan gives you a bonus to medic.
+2, that's right, yeah. Skills, medic.
So I'm now wondering whether or not my headache is self-inflicted or something else is going on.
Somebody else is scanning us.
That's a +5 average.
Physically, he's absolutely fine. But there seems to be some oddity about his brain waves. They seem to be slightly more erratic than usual for Carver.
I might give him a mild stimulant.
A
Why
caffeine.
would you give someone who's feeling erratic a stimulant?
Erratic, a stimulant. Fucking hell.
You'll be fine.
Who taught you how to medic?
You're all on edge. Here, have some fucking coke.
Yeah.
with a combat auto shotgun in his hand.
I know, that's what I'm just like, what are you
You'll be
doing?
fine.
What you need is a fucking big boost of adrenaline. That's what you need, son.
All right.
Sort you right out.
Yeah.
A sedative. Sorry, a sedative. That's the word I was looking for.
No, as long as it's not impeding my performance. I'm not.
No, it's not impeding your performance at all. It's just everything feels a bit dull. It feels like you've got a really heavy cold that's blocked up your ears. And Marcus, you feel like you're having a migraine, basically. It's that kind of, but not to the point where you have to go and lie in a dark room, but it's there, it's affecting you.
So just going to ask the question, is everybody else feeling okay?
Is it a painful migraine or a visual migraine?
It's a painful headache migraine.
Okay. Okay.
Got paracetamol.
I'll admit I've got a headache. Feels like a migraine coming up.
Yeah, if there's an equivalent version of paracetamol, I'll zap him with it.
I could deal with it. It's just I didn't know whether anybody else was feeling it. But if Max has got something going on, then
No, I'm fine. I've got my helmet off. Deep breath.
Yeah, see, I've still got my helmet closed.
Yeah.
So maybe I should open it.
And again, Brett, that's the stupidest thing you could have fucking done. Can we just say this? It's not the first time you've done this.
It's fine. Don't worry. I'm a doctor.
If you have something when we get back to the ship, I will space you. It's as simple as that. I'm telling you now.
As I start scratching my nads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, second thoughts, I ain't feeling too good.
Okay. Let's see if we get out of this area. Could be something localized, I suppose. It was a lot of, energy here. These are all fusion based, aren't they? So
could be radiation, could be anything.
We got anything that can pick up like radio waves or anything that see if there's background.
Can you pick up other psychic activity out of character?
If it was directed at me, yes, but generally,
I'm assuming it wasn't because you've rolled a 2d6 as well.
Yeah. I thought I'd alerted something and it come back, but
we're pressing on this one.
Carver,
Marcus,
and despite feeling very, very nauseous, Hoshido, you all suddenly start to crave food.
Okay.
I feel like I gotta be sick, but is anyone else hungry?
Yeah.
What? All of us?
No, Ozzy, you can be hungry if you want, but you're not feeling hungrier than usual.
Well, I could
and
eat.
The same with Brent.
I will suck on the nutrient tube that's inside the vac suit then.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to stop. And it feels like it's not giving you all the nutrients you need.
That was like me and my lemon meringue.
This
We-
is
Craving anything in particular, like meat or sweets foods, or
Dense protein.
Greg's sausage roll.
Yeah, Greg's vegan sausage roll. Dense protein. Let's have a quick look.
Are we craving brains? Is that what you're telling us?
I was going to say, do we feel like going out and eating that varga that's lying down in the?
No, you are craving bulk amounts of protein, way more than you would normally take in.
Guys, maybe
See,
we
as
should
you've
back
kind
out.
of headed down this corridor, it's just stretching as far as your torchlight will show you,
okay.
with a
it
very
goes further than that.
slight
Okay.
curve
Back
in the
out.
passageway.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we head back, does it ease off at all, or?
No, not at all.
We'll see if this goes round as well.
Brent, Ozzy,
I think there might be a passage up ahead this way.
Whichever direction you
As
Maybe
guys are
another
going,
room.
outside.
I'm giving it back, turning round. Every time you stop, I'll turn around and face you the way.
Okay, as you approach here, you see something odd. This is dwelling area
Huts.
5. There are 2 circles of what look like futuristic sleeping pods set in a sort of a hexagonal pattern around a sort of a central node. In other parts of this room, you can see what appears to be very low, probably no more than a meter high. No, not even. No, my desk is at 72 centimeters. So probably about half a meter high off the floor, with some very small stools and chairs. Again, the furniture in here resembles the stuff that you saw on the
Drawing ship.
drawing ship.
Mhm.
This seems to be sized for drawing. The pods, though, are not specifically drawing sized. They would take a standard human. On the table appears to be a couple of strange boxes. One facing this way and the other one facing that way, sort of back to back.
Anything in the boxes?
I'll examine the boxes. Yeah.
Sandwiches?
Okay. As you
Americanos.
go up to the box, it immediately it seems to come to life, and you can see an image of, best you can tell, is some kind of jug.
Like a little brown one.
You know, it's that kind of size, about that kind of size. With a little
Can we
lid to it.
reach in and get it, or is it just an
As-
image?
As you reach in, as you move your
Take it
hand in, there seems to be another image just that you can just about see behind it.
Spider.
Of
Don't know. You have to kind of try and manipulate it and see if you can
Yeah.
somehow see it.
yeah, I'll try
Okay.
and reach the jug and thing. See if you can pick it up, or
Okay.
it's 3D something.
Okay. As you reach for the jug, there is a faint flicker to your left, and the jug materializes on the table.
Okay, if I take my hand out, does it stay there?
Yes, it does.
I'll take a look at what's inside it.
the jug.
Yeah.
As you look in the jug itself appears to be empty.
Is it real? Is it a solid object now? Because it was an image before, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can physically pick it up.
As you pick it up, it seems to contain a whitish, milky looking liquid, and a bowl appears in front of you with what looks, for all intents and purposes, a strange spoon.
Cornflakes.
Brent, come and eat this.
Fucking Rice Krispies.
Cocoa Pops.
Oh, yeah. Does it look anything like the cutlery that was on the drawing ship? They had some weird cutlery, didn't they?
It looks... Yes, it would do. It would look very similar.
Okay.
It's some kind of food replicator.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up the front of my helmet. What the hell? And take a sniff of whatever's in the jug. See if it gives off a scent.
He smells like milk. Fresh, pulled milk.
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Marcus, what are you doing?
I'm hungry, and this smells like milk. What is going on?
You appear to have taken your helmet off, and you appear to be attempting to sample potentially
Are you-
very aged milk.
Well,
Are you
it
are you
doesn't smell
guys
aged.
picking up? Are you guys picking up the collective thoughts of the drawing? Maybe they're hungry and they're projecting it onto you.
What drawing?
Oh, we don't know about the drawing.
Don't know about the drawing. He hasn't told you.
We don't.
No.
No.
Yeah. So, because the other crew members keep mentioning about burning witches, I've kept it to myself.
I've not mentioned burning witches.
No, you keep that secret, aren't you?
I just fucking shoot you. No.
I was going to say, I've read your mind about the burning witches part.
It's not me that thinks psychic's a fucking thing. It's
Are you looking? Anybody
Okay,
playing with the other
what's
one?
I was going to say, what's in the other one?
If it's frickin' Cocoa Krispies, I'm going to go nuts.
Are you getting up and
Reflex.
going round to the other one?
Yeah.
It appears to be. It looks like a sumptuous piece of steak.
this
See,
is some kind of bullshittery going on.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no will saves on this to resist just picking up and eating it.
Well, I mean, it's an image. It's a 3D image
Yeah.
being projected out of this kind of sort of box.
Okay, I've got to try it again.
Can I see this as well?
Yeah, you can see it if you're looking over Marcus's shoulder. Yes.
Yeah, I was looking at the boxes, so I can see it as well. Right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the same would happen. The same would happen. It would then become real if it was reached for, kind of thing.
If
Well, I'm going to
Marcus,
try.
yeah, and then sort of next to you, a plate appears, or the equivalent of a drawing plate, with a rather nice, juicy, medium rare steak. Probably a good 32 ounce appears on this plate with, again, strange metallic, almost metallic knife and fork.
Say it, Marcus. Say it. Get in my belly.
Your
What's at the top
med
of it, by the way?
kit, can that actually detect whether or not this is real?
You'd need that
Yeah,
life
okay.
sciences toolkit.
Doesn't matter. We ate before we came down. We don't need food.
You're hungry.
I couldn't give two shits. I've been hungry before. I'm a soldier.
Okay, well, this is true. This is true.
What are these 4 things at the top, by the way? Did I didn't.
Oh,
Did I give a description of that?
I didn't give you a description of that. They seem to be hexagonal pods with a single door in them.
Are they vacuum tubes?
No, they're just a cylinder, like a hexagonal cylinder with a floor ceiling and an opaque surroundings and a door that when you open it, it kind of slides.
Teleporters.
Or lifts type things, but an individual.
It's probably about probably about 1.5 meters tall. Not
Enough for
necessarily
you.
designed for some of you, but designed for a typical drawing.
Anyone in any of these pods? Oh,
They're
whatever
all
they're.
empty. But they do have lights on them indicating they are all working.
Should we check the other wing?
Yeah, might as well.
We've got stasis pods, possible teleportation, and food replication here.
Ozzy, are you having a look at one of these boxes on your own?
Well, yeah, because I don't really know. I'm not
Okay.
hungry, so
When you sit down, the
Kitty cat.
image seems to flicker and just show a nondescript blob of something.
doesn't look like any kind of Vaslanian food, does it?
No, it doesn't. No.
Is that the nondescript biomatter that would be transformed into something?
I'm tempted to try some of this steak to see whether it gets rid of the headache.
It's up to you. Carver's heading off down the passageway.
Yeah, I've just said I'm going head
with
checking the other wing.
Hashiko behind him, but the rest of you, I mean, there doesn't
Yeah.
seem to be any threat at the moment, so you can split the party if you wish.
Yeah, what the hell? I'm going to cut a little bit off and just take.
Perfectly cooked, well seasoned. It would be the equivalent of having a high-end steak of actual beef on a planet that has imported cattle.
Peppercorn sauce.
And it looked like that to all of us, including Ozzy.
It looked like that to Ozzy when he looked at it over Marcus's shoulder. When he looks at it on his own, the image seems to distort and presents kind of a non-formed blob of something.
I'm guessing it picks up on human thoughts and not Aslan.
Possibly.
Yeah, that, and I'm not hungry either, so.
Yeah.
Has it had any impact on the headache, the tasting this?
The headache is starting to fade. And the meat, once you taste it, that hunger, that ravenous need for protein is going to force you to try and eat the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, you can try and resist it if you wish. I would look for, I would say, give me I'd say just give me a straight up endurance test if you want to resist eating it. Or you can just go ahead and spend 20 minutes just nomming on the food and drinking the very fresh cow's milk.
If it's easing off the headache, I would definitely eat.
As you're eating it, the headache is fading. So it could be easing off the headache. Yes.
Yeah, what the hell?
Well, it gives me a mechanical disadvantage. I'll be doing fuck all like that. I will resist.
No, there's no mechanical disadvantage to what's happening and why it's happening. It's very specific about saying that you don't have a disadvantage for the moment.
Well, I'm staying at the back, still covering them while they're chowing down on whatever it is.
Well, it's just me, I think.
Don't know what kind of marine. I don't know what my kind of marine that fucking Marcus was, but Jesus, can't put up with a little hunger. Christ on a bike.
Oh, I can put up with hunger. It's the headache I don't particularly like.
Absolute pussy.
And I've learned to eat pretty much anything. So what the hell?
Wouldn't have survived in your core, would he?
I was Navy, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's it. He's got a cushy thing on the ship, not being pushed out through a.
And I could still put up with this hunger.
Oh, it's not the hunger; it's the headache I'm putting up with. It's curing my hunger.
Whiskers.
You clearly don't understand what the Imperial Navy's like. You know.
Yeah.
That special nutrient paste we all get.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to taste this? You'll never want to put up with it again.
You know,
taste some of this and see what you think.
You only went on one high G drop. We took the high G drop, took them down, came back up, picked others, came back down again.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah, you were in a ship though.
Yeah.
This is almost identical to the previous chamber. The only difference is that the pods have been moved around, and one of what you're thinking of as table surfaces has several dents in it, as though something heavy has repeatedly been slammed against it.
Yeah, this is where we find out that there's alcohol in the other ones, and you can't resist that.
Any other signs of anything?
No.
Do these pods need to be moved back into a position that they've been moved out of?
You could move them if you wish. Do they need to be? No. They all still seem to have power.
Just looks scruffy.
It does look scruffy, yeah.
This we've got 3 hex things. I'm assuming the same as the others, but is there a reason one's got white on it and the other 2 haven't? One got power and 2 haven't?
Correct, yes.
Okay,
The one with the white blob. The other 2 show signs of damage.
Okay.
How, what kind of force would it have required to smash that table and bend that table?
Quite a significant amount of force.
Because I'm guessing this is an advanced material that we haven't seen.
Yes.
If it's drawing.
It is an advanced metallic-like material, yes. Marcus, did you sit down on one of the low stools?
Yeah, I would have done.
Okay. When you sat down on the stool, it reshaped and reformed itself to fit your body.
Yeah. Now comes the anal probe.
No anal probes were used.
Puppets you.
Yeah.
It all depends what it's thinking of.
It's quite unsettling because you're trying to squeeze yourself into a chair that was effectively designed for drawing, but as you sit on it, you just feel the metal seems to expand and almost form-fit shape around your body.
I could get used to this.
That man is called unobtainium.
Mm-hmm. What kind of damage are we looking at on these 2 things?
Mostly just dents.
Physical damage? Or...
Yeah, physical damage. Yeah, dents and divots and things.
So it's not like an electrical explosion or something like that. It's a surge that's done it. It's actual physical.
Correct.
Okay,
yeah.
so somebody's gone batshit crazy in here.
It looks like, yeah.
Yeah, someone big.
Yeah, someone big and strong.
I'm going to shout back to Marcus and say, Marcus, they're moving further in, so you need to come moving now.
Okay, I'll pick up the plate.
You pick up the plate and walk down the corridor with the plate and a spoon and a fork in your hand as you're eating the meat. That's fine.
He's got a napkin tucked into his vac suit.
Yeah, this is really, really nice.
Very nice food.
What's it
Okay,
look
this-
like as he walks past me?
It looks like a man that's eating a very nice, expensive piece of meat. Happy as Larry.
Blood pouring down the back of
Yeah.
his legs.
As his stomach
It is a
explodes.
steak.
Yeah.
When I reached out for it, it turned it into a steak on the side. It is just a blob type thing. It's
Correct.
made out
It's
of
a
that.
steak. Yeah, it's a steak.
This pod, this what possibly could be a teleporter kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is there a mechanism on the outside to open the door? You said there was a door and a hatch.
There's just like a small handle,
Okay.
about 2 feet off the floor.
So if I crouch, would I be able to go into it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we've got options of either trying these or taking that long road.
Yeah, they're only calibrated to move the
Do
mass
you
of
think
a
this is like
droid.
some
So
kind of-
half of you goes and the rest stays behind.
Was that evil?
Do you think this is some kind of acclimatization area that might? There's obviously something going on here because we're all feeling odd effects. Actually, Ozzy, how are you feeling?
Ozzy seems fine at the moment.
I'm feeling fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't got a headache. I don't feel hungry. I don't know what's the matter with you.
My headache's gone.
My
Pretty
weights.
much gone now.
It's faded into just a very mild background headache.
Yeah.
Would the Aslans the part of the races that weren't manipulated by the ancients?
Correct.
Okay. So
Because
could
if you
that be it?
remember, Blanca,
We're a
who is
pure
an
race.
Yeah.
Blanca, who is an Aslan, could see G482.
Yeah, because
You
I think
lot
so.
couldn't.
Yeah.
Can I just add to that? I'm not feeling any side effects or any ill effects, and I am a normal person.
Don't believe you.
I'm a
Don't
real
believe
boy.
you.
Yeah.
As you say that, Brent, your vision goes cloudy. Can you roll? Can you roll?
Dagnabbit.
Can you roll 2d6, please?
Do that. That. I'll do that. Don't do a plus one. Don't do that.
Okay, so that's 4, 5, 7, and 8 we've rolled so far.
What random effect do you get?
Give me a sec. What did he roll? A 4. Okay. All right, cool.
I feel the urge to play golf.
Yeah, your vision is starting to go blurry. It's almost like your eyes are constantly watering, but when you because you've got your helmet or your visor up, when you kind of rub your gloved hands over your eyes, they're dry. There's no sign of excessive tear duct triggering water or anything like that. Yet you've got that kind of blurred vision as though something is causing them to constantly wear down.
So I'll take about
And I still
drop in each
feel
eye.
fine.
I mean, this is weird, right? I'm not sure.
I suspect these may be some kind of transportation devices. These tubes for drawings.
So you maybe crouch down in one.
Well, do we know it's
yeah,
drawings? I don't think we do.
just size-wise, I'm thinking. because it's like 1.5 meters high.
Yep, you can. As I say, you can squeeze in. Yes.
Yeah. So potentially we could try those, or we could just, carry on that long walk north.
Just to give you a heads up, guys, my eyes have been playing tricks with me. They're very. It's almost like they're watering, but they're not.
Okay.
Am I still feeling sick?
It's fading, but it's still there in the background.
I was just reading up on the telepathy, where you can communicate emotions and basic feelings. It says telepaths will always recognize when someone is using telepathy to bend their emotions. Does it feel like somebody's sending something?
No.
Okay.
Carver, you're going to go inside the tube.
No, I was just putting it to everybody. We've got options. I can either jump in one of these and we can find out what it does, and I can roll a new character next week.
I was going to say, you call me reckless.
I'm due pay meds, or we can take that long walk because we've done each wing now, and then there's the long corridor that we can walk down. I will leave that to everybody else to decide. I'm easy either way.
I mean, we could just get off this rock.
Could do.
Well, we're supposed to be meeting Mercedes, aren't we?
We can wait for her. Perhaps
might be
someone
here.
who actually knows about this place might be a sensible addition to our operation.
Could leave a note on the door. Came in, felt weird.
Sorry,
went back to the ship. Yeah, went back to the ship.
In the story of
Told us
Twilight's
he-
Peak, sorry, in the story of Twilight's Peak, there was nothing. There was no bit that described anything up to the soldiers that came in.
Not that you remember.
I need to get some high-speed drones. Little scout drones.
Scan how big complexes are.
Just so I can, in this situation, I could just stay down there and go, scan the fucking full length of that. Go on, off you pop.
Yeah, tell me, am I going to be
Tell us how
for
far it
60
goes.
miles? Or,
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna walk away from here then.
Well, I'm happy jumping in one of these, or walking down that pod, or turning around. It's no skin off my nose.
Yeah, I'm not going to stain the right testicle.
That's it.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
I think you need to get to hospital, but yeah.
Yeah.
More like a.
I'm all for testing the.
I don't know what this swelling is going on here, but yes.
It's backed up without release.
There's a ring about here.
Yeah.
Stop it. That's not that. I can see what you're talking about.
The designer knew exactly what they were doing.
Yes.
I know they did.
You got bored halfway through and I'll just draw a knob.
How close to a penis phallic symbol can we get this map to be?
Yeah.
I mean, Shuko's trying to be a bit logical about this. There's no payday here that we're aware of. We're dealing with stuff we don't know about.
Payday here could theoretically run into the millions of credits. This is an Ancient's base, and you are feeling the sense that it's still active. This is like unfound, uncharted territory.
Imagine that food replicator on our ship.
And I'm about to barf in my helmet, so
You are, yeah.
Oh, go and eat.
his eyes are going funny. He's got a massive headache.
My headache's just dull.
Actually, funny enough, is it all? Are we all separately getting a different sense that's being?
Yes.
And the strange thing was, I'm last. I had my helmet off.
I don't think this is necessarily something in the air or in the environment.
No.
It's just something weird.
Mm-hmm.
They're scanning us. learning about the different senses.
I mean,
Who are they?
I don't recognize any scanning tech that would have these effects. I mean, scanners are either fairly passive or they cook you. I mean,
Well, we saw the drawing ship. Most of that didn't make any sense to us.
Yeah, if it's an ancient site, but they're using drawing technology, or this is for drawings or by drawings, then it could be the material that's used. It could just be it could be the energy that's in the area. It could be anything that we haven't picked up or scanned.
Hell, there are rumours that the drawing were servants of the ancients, or they could be the ancients.
Yeah.
Think they're messing with their minds? Maybe this is a security thing.
Learning.
Did Carver? Did you actually open the door to look inside that pod?
I opened it to see how it opened. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I wanted to check the interior to see that it matched the exterior.
So the interior kind of there is like a central plate, if you like. You can see what looks like, again, about what would be sort of drawing shoulder height, several protrusions on the wall.
Like the nipples outside.
And you get a distinct feeling that one of those is an on-off switch.
Okay.
One is a sonic water hot.
Showers.
It's from the shower.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just looking at this panel, it's like all of a sudden you understand what the panel is.
Okay.
Is it like a decontamination thing then?
I think it's a climatization area.
It's a shower. It's a shower unit for people that have just come out of a sleeping pod.
Mm-hmm.
It's training us how to actually interpret what's going on here.
There. Yeah, it's got like universal understanding.
So what's the difference between the white one and the other ones then?
The other two have been damaged.
The others are broke.
Ah, right, okay.
By something that came out of the pod and didn't appreciate it, probably.
Any of the pods broken then?
Several of those pods are broken, yes. So all of the pods that are not within the circle, so the 3 that are in the circle are functional. The other 7 are broken.
On those, can we see, have they been smashed? Have they been hit by impact? Can we see claw marks or fist imprints? Because obviously, if they smashed the table, it might have been with a fist, if it was a fist, or has it been a chair that's been smashed into it? Can we kind of pick anything up like that as to...
Is it those blobs with the tentacles? Would it be something like that?
The damage... No, it's almost like they've just been pulled out from wherever they should have been.
And thrown.
But there's no particular damage to them. There's no corpses inside them. No claw marks or anything that's visible on them.
Okay. So,
guided the way in.
I guess
choice then. We either back out and wait, or we
go
head
down
in.
Go down the shaft.
You mean up the shaft?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. I think
so. We've worked the base, and now we're going up the shaft.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the way. No. This is the way.
And now I'm feeling nauseous. So
yeah, or we can
at
go
least
out
my
the back
eyes aren't watering at this stage. I mean,
we can go out the back door.
Wait till you get that gagging sensation.
Zed must hate us.
No, not
well, I'm going to go back to if there's nothing here that's like of interest, I'm going to go back to there at least.
I think we're going to try and head in before we feel any worse and we start running out of air.
Yeah.
See,
we've got about another hour. We've got about another hour, and then we have to start going back, don't we?
So I would say You're probably now into hour
If we
2 inside the complex.
That's if we can get that door open.
Yeah. Is there any way to replenish the air passively? I think, or do you have to actually pump it in?
Hook it into a ship. It's
You would
life
need
support.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would need to hook it into something that could charge it.
Or
Okay,
bring
so
a spare.
But bear
So
in
the air
mind,
that's flowing around here now
Apparently, we've got
can't pass.
air here, so can.
yeah,
Well,
you could effectively deactivate the air from your suits to undo the visors of your helmets and just breathe the air in around you. Bear in mind, there was no air outside the complex, right? It was trace. It required you to use your vac suit and to use air in order to be able to sustain yourselves. So this at the moment feels like a pressurized, sealed environmental system that is tailored for effectively your requirements, which you kind of assume must be the same for a droid, right? Your assumption is that this is more likely attuned to droid, which just happens to be good enough for humans.
But it's also attuning to us because I don't think droid eats steak.
Droid
So
don't
it's-
eat steak.
so
No.
Well, they do.
it's-
They eat all sorts.
Well,
Well, yes, but that was basically trying
Did
human
your
bullshit
steak have
altogether.
Strawberry jam on it.
Yeah.
no, it didn't. But Discs probably would have had strawberry
Yeah.
jam,
And ice
steak,
cream.
strawberry jam,
And custard.
maybe a bit of custard on it. Yeah.
Was that hollandaise? No. No, it's 'cause-
No, it's actually custard.
well, ever
On
since
the
I've been
plus
eating,
side-
my visor's been up anyway since I
Yeah.
started eating.
I was going to say on the plus side, I've still got over 4 hours of air in my suit.
Yeah. You're not feeling any
I will
negative
take
effect.
my visor up as well.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah. As I
I
said,
think
the
we
air.
have to at this point.
Okay. Cool. All right, and you're continuing downward down this passageway, are you? Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
Some of us are
realize.
at the end.
Okay, Ozzy and Marcus. Okay. Rotate your light for a second. So just do yourself a. There you go. Okay, so as you enter this chamber, it is a huge chamber, partly protruding from the cavern wall that it was built out of. Here, although the edges initially start of the same metallic material that the rest of this part of the base that you're in was made out of, as you go further down that passage, and you're right at the edge of the map, by the way, so I'm just going to describe it. It kind of turns into sort of more rocky, and then at the far end, another passageway that continues to run north that takes again that form of that metallic substance. This chamber has a great many statues dotted about. Glancing at the statues, 70% or more depict droid or creatures very similar. The remaining statues are a mix of Varga and human. Things that stand out, there are no Aslanian statues in here. And there are several other races that don't appear. A number of the statues appear to be the Varga and human statues that you can see are always in subordinate positions, and are always being looked upon by a droid. Here and there you can see some of the statues are some of the kind of the human and Varga statues are missing elements of them. So missing an arm or a leg, or in a few cases a head. There are a number of warrior statues, drawing warrior statues that are carved in sort of action poses, many wielding physically what look like guns, but also several of them just have strange stick-like objects in their hands.
By
There
stick-like
are-
objects, do you mean the spear?
It's not that big. It is
Out of
not.
interest, if I look at one of these broken statues and I look at the actual broken part, it doesn't look like there's like a silhouette of a bone inside. So they're not like
No,
petrified people.
they are
It's like
definitely carved from stone.
Phew.
But as you give me, does anybody have xenology? No, not xenology. Yeah, xenology or archaeology or something along those lines.
Just try
If
archaeology
you've
for
got
fun.
science at 0, then you can attempt an archaeology roll.
I shall do so.
Look at that, Brent gets a success. Otherwise, soft ontology would work, xenology may work. Couple of things that strike you, Brent, as you kind of cast your eyes over these statues. A number of them appear to be working exactly as they they seem to be carved in positions where you would expect them to be working, going about tasks that perhaps the equipment in their hands would be suited for. However, you notice that in a few places, often the ones that are missing parts of their body seem to be always paired with 1 or 2 warriors that are pointing these guns at them, almost as if they're being shot by the droid warriors, and the damage to the statue is representative of the damage that the weapon would do to them.
I'll explain
They
this.
appear to your eye to be in positions of open rebellion towards the droid.
Yes, it looks like the droid were their slave masters, forcing them to work.
Maybe they were the ancients.
Yeah. Or this is basically a depiction of people attacking the ancients.
Why would they? Why would they make that here?
A brief history.
With
Warning?
that average success, it feels like a memorial to you, Brent.
Maybe it's a warning of what could happen. A remembrance.
What if it's like a history book? If you go to each one, you'll get an idea of what happened.
I spent a lot of time with Sorrel, so I'm just basing this on things I may have picked up off her crazy ravings.
If we if we touch any of them, is there anything like a voiceover type thing or
No.
a feeling of?
So touching them doesn't elicit any kind of
response.
No, touching them doesn't elicit any response. But Ozzy isn't far off. It's hard to see, but there is a story being told here, but it's not one that's jumping out at you in a immediately obvious fashion. There's no, go to the far end of the chamber, which does continue on and out probably another 20 or 30 meters to where it kind of ends in or opens out into another chamber. But, starting at that end and working back,
there's no pattern to the statues.
There's no pattern to create a story, but it does seem to be telling some kind of chronicle.
It's like, a picture, the Bay of Tapestry or something like that, where you're looking at a section of it, maybe.
Yeah.
Or,
Are there any races here that we don't recognize?
No. pretty much Droin, human, and Varga. Sorry, Droin, humanity, and Varga, because obviously a Solomai and Valani would effectively look the same. As Adani, you would all look the same. Certainly, if you go back in history, what might stand you out these days would be clothing, styles, and the way that individual subspecies of humans have adapted technology around them would help you to distinguish, a Zidani to a Villani, for example.
I'd also guess if you
Bipedal humanoid.
if your core planet was 0.6 before tech of G,
Yeah.
you'd look different than somebody that was on 1.4 or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so faced with going further into the base that does continue beyond this chamber, I think we'll call it there and we'll pick that up next week. Assume you want to go further in to continue to investigate.
I think we need to.
I know I do.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, the
I'd
plot does seem to be heading in that direction.
It does. I want to stand in the middle of the room and spin around really fast and see if it's like one of those light carousel things. Yeah.
You get very dizzy doing that, and your eyesight and focus, given
It's
that
even worse.
your struggle is very much worse. Yes.
And I now have a migraine and throw up.
Yeah.
Is
I've got
it
everything.
purely the drawing that seemed to be in a position of authority here?
Yes. It is. The drawing are definitely.
It is
doesn't seem to
heavily
be-
rumoured that they are the master race.
As best as I can tell, does it seem to be glorifying the drawing, or is it not? Is it like a balanced depiction? Do we think, or
It's definitely elevated. Most of the rebellion, whilst there does appear to be a few drawing that are in that kind of being shot by the guards kind of warrior caste kind of thing, the majority of the drawings seem to be doing what's expected of them. You do get a sense in places that there are other drawing that are looking down even upon those.
so it's like maybe the current drawing were of a different caste or something like that.
Well, what was that theory that what's her face had? I can't remember.
That the ancients were a more intelligent caste of a particular race was the theory.
Yeah, we determined that chirpers and drawing were related. Any indication that there's chirpers here rather than drawing, or
No,
they're
all
all
drawing, all
Right.
drawing.
Didn't Jessica have a theory where there was a big extinction event, sort of breakdown of society?
She did.
Yeah.
That was her expectation. Okay, well, let's pick this up next week, everybody.
Very cool.
Absolute pleasure.
Fantastic. Awesome.
Yeah.
Right. I will catch you guys next on some of you on Thursday.
See you later.
Thursday.
And then others next week.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
See you later.
Take care.
Yeah.
Safe.
Hi guys.